Like a phoenix, we are rising from the ashes. Average Joe's is back, baby. I've been living that jet flying, limo riding, rock star life too long, partying our asses off, making us not keep the eye on the prize. We allowed the wannabes to take a shot at our throne. No more. The Nature Boy is back. We're bringing you the best music, we're bringing you the best food, and we're taking over the comedy and podcast scene. You poked the bear, son. Now you gotta deal with the bear. You better be ready to dance with the devil, cause Dancing with the Devil is a Tuesday night for me. Come see why 2025 will be the best thing going.
Where does it start?
Yeah, let's start it.
So how long you? I gotta start right off and say, first time I heard you, I didn't really get it.
My jokes?
Like your style, it's just, I kind of credit you, like if you remember, like Stephen Wright.
Yeah, I love Stephen Wright.
Like
yeah.
just more dry, whatever. And now it's just worn on me. And I can't wait every week for you to get up there.
Oh, thanks.
And,
I really like your comedy too.
My wife never heard you, and she was here last week, and she was in tears actually.
Really?
Like for some of your jokes. Like
that's awesome.
It's funny. That's what I kind of like about what we have going on here. You're going to see a wide range of styles of comedy.
They must have been quiet tears. No one was laughing.
Well, that's when you did the Funny Bone in the Clash of the Comics, right?
I tried to. I went there and I was waiting to see if there was any like dropouts or anything I could get a spot, but no. So then I had my friend Hyde did it though, and he I think got third.
Yeah. So that was like actually getting laughs was because open mics are tough.
Yeah.
And that's like Jack's the guy that runs it. He said open mics, there's other comics, and they're there studying you and kind of critiquing you in their head. So it's tough to get a lot of laughs at an open mic.
Yeah, and they're thinking about like what they're gonna say on stage too.
Yeah.
Do you do comedy too, Jason?
I'm coming. I'm coming. That was actually my microphone when I worked in radio. My mic was the voice, and I love making people laugh. And this is kind of like Joe jumping on the stage at Funny Bone inspired me because I've been asked for years to do it and I just never did it because I guess I just didn't have the balls. I could sit on a microphone and talk to thousands of people in the morning and not have an issue with it, but standing up in front of 5 people critiquing me like you're just talking about could like shake me. So I've got to get past that line of like maybe saying the wrong thing because I love to say the wrong thing. I will be inappropriate because I'm very inappropriate sometimes, and I'm a school fucking bus driver. Like you'll see me during the daytime talking, hey kids, sit down. But in the evening, I'm here. I actually work for Joe. I work for Average Joe's, and
what do you do?
I'm one of his. I'm Joe's bitch.
Nice.
But it's a fun job. But it's 2 different sets of my life, and getting on stage, like watching you. I've seen you. I've watched Joe. Joe. It takes a set of balls to stand up and not know if somebody's going to laugh, not know if somebody's going to get your joke or understand you or critique you. Say you're sitting in a room with people that you don't know who they are, but you know there's 2 people in the room that do know who you are, and they're like, that sucked, or that wasn't funny. But you in your head it was funny. Like in my head, everything I say is fucking funny.
Well, that's why I gotta give this guy credit. He literally go up with 20 jokes that most of them seem like they're fresh every week. And you obviously know that probably half are going to stick and half aren't going to stick. But you just go on to the next one. It's like, you can't linger on like, well, what the fuck, I thought that was going to kill.
Yeah, I feel like as an audience member when a comedian, I remember before I started doing stand-up, just watching shows, and like if a comedian acknowledged that they were bombing, it just kind of making me uncomfortable as the audience member because I wanted them to like feel good, I wanted them to laugh, I'm sympathetic. Right. But like that shouldn't be what is on their mind. You shouldn't be getting them out of their heads, I feel like. Yeah. And when you're on stage and you're like looking at everyone's expressions and stuff, it's easy to like feel if people are just like looking blankly at you. It's easy.
When you're on stage, are you looking at eyes or are you looking around the room? Yeah. What are you locking on? Are you locking on people's eyeballs?
Yeah, I'm trying to like look all around the room.
Oh wow, okay.
I guess not right in their eyeball. I'm trying to like look in their direction just because I feel like it's really easy to tune out when someone's not looking at you, and when someone's looking at you, like I don't want to like make.
That's I started off like that, but then you'll see that one person just on their phone, just not interested in.
Yeah, and
it throws me off.
Yeah. Get off your fucking phone.
I wish, say Country Boy or something like that. He'll then go right after attack that person. And they'll be the whole rest of his set. Where I'm not comfortable yet on stage to Like, but it's funny
Yeah.
when comics turn that on that person that, like that one Scrooge that's out there.
I want to learn how to do that. I guess the first step is like confronting people who are talking during your set. Especially
Yeah.
they're talking loud, they're having a conversation or something like that.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like an interesting environment for doing that because it's also like a bar. People are coming
Yeah.
to watch sports and
Yeah.
and stuff. So it's like, how much can I like dig into someone who's talking and still have the audience be on my side that I'm doing that?
No, I get
Well,
it.
that's
I get
why
it.
we got Surfside approached me, and it's obviously it just started last week, and there's a snowstorm.
Yeah, we live in hell.
If we
Yeah.
bring people out, like they're willing to give stuff for free to the customers, so that because also they're here to watch us, and not like if there's a Bills game on or whatever. So hopefully that's what's going to happen here with this.
That's like, yeah, I hope that's like a draw as it.
Because they're interested in doing like a big comedy show with us too, and like I mentioned to you last week. So
Yeah. Are they going to be here tonight also?
nope, they'll be here like once a month, but
Right.
they gave us. I have a bunch of stuff to give out every week. Though.
Oh, cool.
So I have swag for every week to give out. But yeah, because they would have like 2 hot girls going around doing, and
Yes.
I was like, just leave them home because it was a blizzard out. I knew Heathen was going to be here. That he's probably out there right now. He's usually out there at 5:00, like
practicing.
Jay, like he sits out in his car for like 3 hours before the open mic. It's funny as hell.
Really?
And, yeah, he's right out there right now.
Oh my gosh.
He just sits out there smoking cigarette after cigarette and vaping and smoking vape. Like he just goes back and forth. Like it's hilarious. Like
I wanted to ask, how long have you been doing comedy when you did The Clash?
I started in May.
In May? This May?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
wow.
my 45th birthday, and it was a dream of mine always. And we did the podcast. The podcast started blowing up big. We had a big sponsor, and I started being more comfortable. And I was like, you know what? Now or never. Like my businesses are kind of settled, so I can have extra time
That's
now.
great.
And
You got something already.
I just did it, and
He just jumped on stage and killed it. It made no sense. It was awesome. And he stood up and had the balls to do it, which was we all went and watched him.
Where was
and it was at
it was at
Trappers.
Trappers.
Trappers open mic, and
So
it was full.
It's, that's like a pizza place.
Is that in here in Syracuse?
Yeah, it's I don't think
He's Syracuse.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta start going to that. I haven't heard about that before.
I don't think they even do it anymore. They were just doing it once a month, and
They were trying it out.
It's a
They were
pizza-
trying it
it's
out.
a pizza place. And it's like in their
Volleyball,
in their
pizza,
in their dining
yeah.
room. It's in their dining room.
Yeah.
And so Chris started the week before me, and then PT started 2 weeks before that. So we all started like within a month of each other, and that's how we.
Who started right before you, Chris?
Chris.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then PT was a week before him.
You guys are like the class of 2024.
So that's why we kind of have this. We have
That's
this like.
awesome.
So I was like, "Fuck!" I was like talking to Chris and afterwards, and I was like, "Well, I have a stage, and sound and everything." I was like, "I think I might be able to, I've been looking for, not even just for me with comedy, but just as a business. Like, there's because I used to do acoustic on Thursdays, and some of these guys are $300-400, and they might only bring 20 people. So if I could like help the comedy scene, and I think there's definitely I definitely learned that there's a comedy scene here in Syracuse.
This is one of my favorite mics. This and the Funk and Waffle open mic are the only ones that I
Yeah.
go to like every week.
So there's definitely a scene here, and if I could be a part of it to help it and build it, and I think Syracuse is a great location too, being right in the middle of the state. Because we can hit Rochester people, and there's a lot of talent here. That's a Country Boys shot his special here, his hour special.
He's so funny.
Oh my God, he's
I'm jealous.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm jealous
He's
of a guy like
hilarious.
that though. He literally did 45 minutes. I think he told 2 jokes, but the rest of the time was just talking shit to
Yeah.
the crowd and everything. But he's so funny, just his persona. He can get away with that. I can't. Like I have to sit there and won't sleep for 3 days, just studying. And
I wonder when he started out if he was as material heavy or like light as he is now. Maybe
Yeah,
it's just it's part of his skill set.
so how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for since April of 2023, so freaking a
So
year
you're new
and
to it.
6
You're
in 8 months.
What made you want to do it? Like, what made you want to be a comedian?
I've been making comedy videos for a long time since I was
Really?
like a kid. But
Really?
like I didn't think stand up was for me because I feel like I'm a like socially awkward kind of guy.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't think that is for me. And then I was
Wait a minute, you're not a loud, crazy person. You walked in the room and I was like reading your energy. I'm like, who's gonna read? I knew I didn't know.
He's like, is this the guy?
I was like, is that him right there? Because I didn't want to say the wrong thing. That's awesome though. That's great.
I'm glad that reads. I'm glad you read that.
Well, you came in and it was dark over there. I'm like, oh, there he is. I mean, that's him right there. I was like, who the hell is this guy coming in right now? I think he's coming in to kill us.
Yeah, he's either got an AK-47 or
He's got a backpack. Every time I see a backpack walk in here, I get nervous immediately. I think someone's going to get taken out and it's going to be me first. Because I like to say the wrong thing.
That's my
I say the wrong
bag.
thing. Oh my God.
So you have something to do with the place over in Liverpool, right? The movie.
Yes, American High. It's
Yeah.
like a movie production company, but they got this like digital branch that we make like videos for their YouTube and TikTok and
Really?
Instagram and stuff. And they monetize that, so that's how I get. That's my job.
Oh,
It's
wow.
sick. They make,
That's
get me
awesome.
comedy videos.
Seems like
That's really
they
cool.
got really cool stuff coming out of that place. It's cool. It's here in Syracuse. Like, you know.
That's your job?
Yes,
That's awesome.
Yeah, fucking yeah, it's sick.
Do you have an
I'm living the dream.
application?
Yeah, they just sent out casting call.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes.
They gotta play.
Well, someone just Chris showed me, like, because I didn't know that you did these videos. He showed me one where you're in a classroom,
Classic.
like that's like an older video. Like you were in a classroom, like you were all students. I forget what the hell it was.
Yeah, we're pretty much in classroom most of them.
Oh, okay. Well, so but it was funny, but you should have one on the school bus.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
But,
You get a school bus.
Yeah. You can't record the kids. I've already done that.
No,
You
they're
gotta-
the kids. They're
Oh,
the
you
kids.
guys
We
will
are
just
the
steal.
kids.
Okay, I'll get a bus and we'll do it on the bus. That'd be
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
fun.
You have a bus? Oh yeah, your bus. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just take a district bus home. They don't give a shit.
You could bring the
A
bus driver's
$250,000 bus,
perspective.
bring it home for comedy show in it.
I was thinking about that. We were thinking about like a comedy venue, and I was like, what if like I don't know if that would work in a school bus.
It probably would.
The orientation.
That's what you're saying.
That
It probably
would be cool. Yeah,
It would be
if
really
you like
cool.
stand where the bus driver is, and everyone else is like facing forward.
It would work. It
That
would
could
work.
be
We could
really
rent a
cool.
bus. We could rent one. You could
Well,
rent a
you
bus.
remember Chris Farley and Billy Madison, the bus driver, Billy Madison.
Yeah,
Like,
that was.
screaming and yelling.
Yeah, that happens every day. That's real life. That's real life shit. You got like a 5-year-old going, "Hello, you know what? Can I tell you a secret? No, I'm driving. It's snowing. I can't see the road. I don't want to. But here's my secret. You're bald. I'm like, shut up! Oh my god! It's just you want to brake check them, but you can't do it. You just want to. You have your seatbelt on, honey?
Well,
You don't? Okay, here's the brakes.
Eat the vinyl.
Eat the vinyl. Clean your seats.
When you-
Buckle up.
You gotta do when you do comedy. You do a set with like a mirror, like the mirror that everybody sees the bus driver.
Oh
in,
my god,
That's
that's
a
a
great idea.
genius idea. Oh my
And all
god.
the audience members will see you through there.
That is fucking killer.
That'd
That's
be
a great
sick.
idea. Oh my god.
Do like a one-man show. Like
Seriously, I could just put
Yeah.
the mirror right here on stage and look at the mirror the whole time when I'm doing it. Oh, that's
It's
funny.
gonna get all the seats within the
Oh
mirror
my god,
range.
that's funny. That's funny. Sit the fuck down.
You gotta tell people to sit down and shut up.
Sit the fuck down. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my fear.
So, but they have cameras, right?
Oh, they have. They just put new ones in this year too. They put extras in. There's
curious
cameras
about that.
everywhere. I tell the kids this. I have high school kids, and then I drive little kids. But I tell my high school kids they vape, they swear, they tell me to fuck off behind my back.
What?
It depends what mood they're in. It doesn't matter. My kids are awesome, but it depends what mood they're in. They're high school kids. They're
This
going through
every day.
puberty. They're crazy. But I tell them, I said these cameras can hear you fucking fart. They can hear you whispering, so you can be like, hey, he's a fat fuck. I got now go listen to the cameras. If you call me a fat fuck and be embarrassed, you call me a fat fuck when I thought you were my friend, and you're not my friend. Now I'm gonna brake check you every fucking day. No, I'm just kidding. But
But you thought.
I tell the kids that they get themselves in trouble.
High school kids are your friends.
Oh yeah, they're my friends. We're buddies. We're gonna hang out afterwards. You guys want to go to a party? No.
No, it's cool. They're juniors. They're almost seniors.
Oh, they just get on. They get on. They hate you. They literally hate you because you're either 2 minutes early or 2 minutes late. If you're early, they're
They give
running
you
to the
attitude
bus.
for
If you're
that?
late, they're waiting for the bus. It's every day. You just gotta smile and take it. And then I go home and get to come and smile and take it. That's just a different school bus. That's a whole different ride.
And then
Don't
you-
get married.
do-
Just stay young. Hit it, quit it, and forget it. Just
How-
find a bunch of it.
How old were you when you got married?
I'm not married, but I've been with her for 12 years. So we've been
12
together
years?
forever.
Wow.
Yeah,
But so
we have a
obviously
kid.
he was the wild man of 95X. And
Yeah.
Actually, I used to buy Coke off him like 20 years ago. Like he was like the guy in Bevo and everything, and then all of a sudden he gets latched down. And,
Yeah, she took all the fun out. She's fun though. She's fun sometimes. She's fun sometimes.
so
Like,
he'll drink.
when I'm not around.
He'll drink once a year. And that's all he needs to because so the golf tournament we got him drunk, and
Oh my god.
all of a sudden he screams, "Let's steal a fire truck!" I was like, "What?" He's like, "And then we'll burn stuff down and then put it out."
Well, you have to have a fire truck. You have to. First thing, if you're gonna fuck up, if you're really gonna go crazy, you gotta steal a fire truck because you know if you're gonna start a fire. If you do start a fire, you've got a fire truck to put the fire out. So then, I was on fire that day. There was a lot more going on just besides drinking. It was a really crazy day.
That's the best thing to steal before you start a fire.
You gotta think ahead. Like I'm not trying to I don't want to cause a lot of damage. I just want to cause some damage. Not a lot, just a little bit.
Well,
Being control.
Yes,
Complete control.
Complete control.
well, this is a guy that's in his younger days woke up in Niagara Falls on a park bench
Oh my god.
with no shoes and
I would black out. I would like fucking blackout, fun blackout. Like I'd be gone for days.
fun blackout.
Like I woke up in Florida once. Like my feet were in the window.
What?
My feet were in the window of this kid's car, and I'm looking up and I'm like, where the fuck are you? What are we doing? He's like, you've been sleeping for like 18 hours. I'm like, what? I go, where are we? He's like, I told you we're going to my uncle's house. I go, where? I go, I gotta be to work in 3 fucking hours. You out of your mind? No, we were in Florida for 2 weeks. They wouldn't drive me home. This is before, like, I had money, but I didn't have a lot of money. So I was like, I'm stuck here. And I didn't go, I don't have any money. They go, it doesn't matter. This is just the best thing having you here. You're not gonna, we will pay for everything. You're just not going home. I'm like, are you kidding me? I gotta go home. They're like, you're not going home. They drove home 2 weeks later, left me where they stayed with them. It was awesome.
That's great. Did you call for work from Florida?
Oh yeah, I fired.
Oh my god!
It wasn't a call in. You can't call in. What do you say when I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks? I don't have 2 weeks vacation pay. I had nothing going on. I'm like, yeah, I'm stuck. They're like, what? I'm like, I don't want to even tell you. I'll tell you when I get home. I probably should be home in a few weeks, but a few weeks? Yeah, it was fucking.
Oh my god!
But it was awesome. And Niagara Falls is different. That was embarrassing because I was just turned 21, and I couldn't find my car. And my car was here in Syracuse, but I was in Niagara Falls. No one was with me. Like I woke up, I went to a party, and I woke up in my boxers, and those boxers that don't have the button.
Yeah.
I was like laying on my back, and like everything was like,
your dick's like
yeah, everything.
flop
Like
out.
one flip flop on. I had one flip flop on and a t-shirt and my boxers. I don't know what I was doing. I still can to this day. It'll probably hit me with my deathbed. I'll see what I did, and my mind, my life will play fast through what I did. I can see that moment.
This is how you got fired from being a bus driver.
Oh, that was 30 years ago. That was 20 years ago.
Is there a statute of
kids wake up
limitation
at
on kids going to see Niagara Falls? They see a guy's fucking dick hanging out.
It wasn't anything. It was cold. Very cold that day. Is it cold here? No, it's not. I'm just kidding. No, it was fucked up.
That's crazy.
Those are just some of the stories. There was a lot of stories in my life. I can write a book. I have a 9-year-old little boy, and I kind of tell him, I go, every time you try to tell me a lie, I wrote that lie. I wrote that lie. I love to have fun. I love to forget what I did, but he's gonna be just like me. I can tell every day. I'm probably gonna go with him. I'm not gonna have fun with him.
That's what happened with me. I created a monster in my daughter, and I thought it was funny when she was young, but
She's just like you.
It blew up in my face.
She's like you?
She's just like him. She's just like him.
Well, she bartends here now, and so the abortion, the abortion punch card. That's why I stopped doing it, because customers are coming up to her asking how many punches she's got on it, and she's like, "All right, Dad, it's getting out of control."
Yeah, and it's still his daughter, so like he can say all this stuff, but nobody else can say any of it, and it's funny.
She
gives it back.
She can handle herself.
Oh, she's awesome. She really is.
But like, she tried sneaking out of the house, and basically I was outside waiting for her, because like, come on, I've done it. Like, and
Really?
I'm waiting at the bottom of the ladder. She's like, "Here, let me hold this ladder for you." But she's like, "Oh," like, yeah, get back up there. So
Yeah.
That's a good dad.
So, people don't know. The funniest part is you do the harmonica. What made you start doing that part?
When I was in elementary school, I used to play my harmonica on the bus, actually. I probably annoyed the bus driver. And
that's awesome.
recess and stuff. And then I've been doing comedy. I think I was doing it for maybe like 8 months or something. And I was doing a show, and I was just like, I'm going to try it in between like jokes. And then it went really well. And then I kept my harmonica in my pocket. And then I was like, okay, when a joke bombs, I'll play the harmonica, but I kept forgetting to do it. So then I started holding the harmonica in my hand, so I always remember to do it. And just whenever a joke bombed, it'd be funny.
Yeah.
Because, it's
It breaks
the ice.
Yeah, breaks the ice, yeah.
When a joke does well when you do it, it's like triumphant. People laugh more.
Oh, that's funny.
So
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and also just like kind of centers you, doing something that you enjoy in between, when
That's
everyone's watching
fun.
you and stuff.
That's a good idea. That's a really great idea.
So
Thank you, it's
you
fun.
always have a lot of material each week. Is there a method to your madness as far as coming up with jokes, or are you constantly writing?
I just like whenever I have an idea, I'll write it down.
Yeah.
I'll just write down and stand
Do you
up.
write about your life? Your life?
Oh, I'll write down like things that happen in my life, but I never write like stories. A lot of it's like more observation. I'm trying to write more story-oriented joke, not necessarily stories, but like telling jokes in the form of stories. Because I think people are more interested in things that happen to you rather than just like observations.
Yeah.
But Stephen Wright does observations really well. But sometimes he'll just like tell like really fabricated stories.
Well, like you ever listen to like Norm Macdonald? I love Norm Macdonald, but he'd have like a 6-minute joke,
Yeah.
and then finally get to the end of it, and it's just totally different than what the hell you thought was going to
Yeah,
happen.
yeah. I
And-
love those clips on of like from like Conan
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's
It's
so freaking
amazing,
awesome.
like to just keep that mindset to be able to like keep a straight face the whole time and be able to do that. That's I found. Lots of I don't even care if I say a joke and I think the joke's funny. That's basically all I care about.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I know it's funny. Maybe my delivery's fucked up right now because I'm still learning it, and nobody else laughed, but I'll laugh to myself and like so much because like I knew it's fucking funny. I don't care.
I think
Like,
people love that too. I think people love like if you find it funny, they're gonna find it funny. 'Cause
Yeah.
people like attune themselves to you on stage.
So-
You would
That's
have
very-
fun
that's very
together.
true.
Yeah,
That's very
so
true.
if you're miserable on stage, they're gonna like.
Oh, you're feeling it. You can.
They're gonna feel
We
it.
did that when we did the Clash. I was watching the comedians. You could see the different levels of nervous or trying to read the room. You're like, oh my god. I started getting anxious. Like I'm like, oh, poor guy. Like this is.
well, there's
shit
only
in
one
the
guy.
back.
Everyone crushed at that. That you were there
That's great.
though.
I heard it went well. No, I had to
Dude,
go
literally
home.
everybody crushed, and there was 21 of us, and I ended up. There was an incident. I was supposed to go 7th, but I ended up getting bumped back to 17th,
Oh wow.
and it got me like I got to see everybody. So I literally wrote my opening joke. I rewrote my set real fast because also I didn't know how. Jack says like everything's open, whatever. And I was like, well, does that really mean everything's open? So my shit's kind of out there, and.
it's
I started
yes,
I started adding more stuff back, and we only had 4.5 minutes, and then I just said like literally 1% of me, I go, fuck, I was like, these are really good fucking people here. So I added my opener was knock knock, and they go, who's there? And I go, what? And they go, or they say what? And I go, what the fuck am I doing here? It's
It was
these
awesome.
These are fucking killers.
It was really
Like,
great. It was a
and
good
then,
way to
like,
open.
And then just hearing that laughter, I was like, oh shit, it's like like fucking a drug. Like you're just hooked then.
Yeah.
Like I just then went in my like was not even. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, weren't you nervous?" I was like, I heard that first laugh. No, like I was like a high.
Just took off
It's a
like
high.
a rocket ship. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I got up, I came out, and soon walked off the stage. I was like, wow, he inspired me. He blew my mind. Like I was just, I'm not kissing his ass right now, but I'm just saying like when he did that because I was nervous. He was like standing next to me before he went on stage, and he was standing there, and I was like starting to like, oh my god, these guys are pretty good. He hit that, and all of a sudden he just took off. Like there was no training wheels. It was like on the stage, going, came off the stage, people were clapping, cheering him on, and we had different groups in the room. That are us all together, and there was the groups that weren't with us were the ones that were the loudest. It was crazy. That was just like that's how great it was, and his energy was awesome. And a lot of these comedians just showed so many different ways to make people laugh.
Yeah.
Which made me
Well,
go home and start
when I
thinking.
started this was because there was one guy that bombed. And sorry, dude, if you're listening to this, I don't even remember your name, but he had a guitar,
Yes,
which a musical act can be funny, like Adam Sandler, or whatever that, and he
Risky.
it was out of tune, and
Oh,
just,
no.
like
yeah, something was wrong with it.
it went bad.
Bad.
And at first I thought that was part of his act, but no, he just. And so he was like 2 people ahead of me, and he comes back up, and he's up where we have like this bullpen area, and he goes, "Yeah, top that." He goes, he said that to me, and I go,
Was he being sarcastic?
"No,
or?
no, he was real." Because after I got off and they did the voting, and I finished like 5th,
Oh, nice.
and then
wow.
we all get up, and he's in the bathroom on the phone with somebody, yelling and screaming, "This was rigged! I was the fucking best!" And I was like, "Fucking!" We had a couple because after I got done, I just did a bunch of shots with people and everything because I was like, on a high.
Yeah.
And I go, I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. Like, that was bad. That was bad, dude. Like, come to my place and but this was not rigged, dude. Like, I'm just telling you right now, that's like kind of disrespectful. There was a lot of good people here that earned that shit, and
It was good.
that's why hopefully we had there was 21 comics there, and 2 of them were like national like traveling people. Like doesn't Hyde travels, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Because he's another one where I kind of like he's so calm.
Yeah.
He's a natural on stage. Like,
Yeah.
even if the audience ain't going with him, like he's just very natural.
And he's so fun with just like addressing things that are going on in the room.
Yeah.
He does so well.
Like he's almost like a
Cracks me up.
like a Matthew like which I was like
Matt Rife.
yeah, kind of like that. Kind of reminds me of that, and like that's still where I'm just trying to be comfortable and
Yeah, people love honesty, and like even your first joke, it sounds like it was both honest to like what you were feeling, but also it's like you could only tell that joke right at that when you told it.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, "Oh, this is happening right now."
Because I've like doing a lot of research and reading books and everything on stand up, and they, you start with your second best and end with your best.
I heard that. Yeah.
So the way I was going to start off was, I was like, oh, fuck, man, like, I really need to get this crowd into me. And it just occurred to me, like, something about just kind of be like, wow, what the fuck am I shouldn't be here. A little self-deprecation. Self-deprecation always seems to hit.
That's great.
Hit with crowds.
I starting with like a risk too, because that's like, a self-deprecating.
As soon as they hear knock joke, they're like, what? But it worked.
It worked. It worked.
Really gets you into gear.
Like, it's kind of almost like an addiction. Like, I'll just be driving and all of a sudden, like, some little funny thing, I'm like, okay, this could be a joke. Like, just work over and over in my head. My wife is sick of it because I'm just feeding her, and she doesn't get a lot of my jokes. And so we'll be like out getting dinner or something. I'll ask the waitress, hey, what do you think about this? Literally, I was at the dentist this morning.
What do you think about this offensive joke?
I was at the I lost a tooth. I lost one of my crowns yesterday. So I was walking around with like a tooth missing. Like a tooth was missing.
Oh.
Like I popped the crown.
Did you get a new one?
Yeah, they popped it back in, but so I was walking around with no tooth here for a whole day. I kind of felt like a badass. Like, people are probably thinking like, oh, he lost it in a fight. Not flossing. Like
flossing, you lost it.
Yeah, and well, I was like, as soon as it happened, I'm like, okay, this is a joke. Like how, like just in my head, just not stopping now, over and over, trying to figure out how to turn this into a joke. And people don't realize how hard it is though to get up here and like formulating the setup, the punchline, not stepping on the crowd. Like I do that a lot.
Yeah,
I get so energized and I'll step on the
laugh.
The laugh,
Yeah.
It's an art, and that's what a lot of them say. It takes at least 10 years to get it down right, But
yeah.
I don't have.
And that's
10
crazy
years.
because
10 years. Hey, you have more than I have. He's dated me on his. He's wearing a shirt on his. He's dated my life.
This is his.
Dated your wife?
He dated my life completely. He put my tombstone on his back. He says, give me a year. He said,
I give him a year.
Oh my god.
He's his good friend. It's just I'll be gone in a year, but at least I'd shoot for 10 right now. I'd be happy with that. But
for anyone who's listening, he says memory of Jason.
Yeah, this is it. I appreciate you guys.
So because I have a CrossFit gym out, that's why it was called Bourbon. It was called Bourbon and Barbells because I have a gym in the back, a CrossFit gym, and basically talking about the bar and the gym. It was me, him, and my partner at the gym, and it was the three of us, and we would drink bourbon and talk. And
it
had a lot of big
off.
guests. Had a guy from The Sopranos on, and
who?
The one that shot
the gay one.
Yeah, the gay one. What's his name?
Oh my gosh.
Gabagoo. I can't remember his name.
Vinny?
What is wrong with?
Yeah, Vinny.
Oh, he was riot.
So he came in and
he had his own. He was pushing a vodka.
So I kicked him off.
Yeah,
and,
pushed it. What do you mean?
He came in and like
pissed off.
Like, oh, I'm wasting my time on this or whatever. I was like, well, I bought $3,000 worth of his vodka because he was coming that night to sit here and sign bottles, and he wanted to sit in his hotel or sit at the OTB, but he was obligated to come here because of the contract I signed with him, and he was just a dick. Like,
no way,
he was the star. Like,
yeah, it didn't work well for him at all.
It didn't work well for him in The Sopranos either.
No.
Yeah. So we're asking questions about this vodka, and Ben, our old partner, is asking questions about the vodka. That's what we were here to push. Like, oh, it's like this special grapes from Spain or whatever. And he goes,
grapes.
Yeah. He goes,
you should
do your research next time.
Research, yeah.
And I just take my headphones, throw it off, I go, and the salesman there was like, get all this fucking vodka out of my place. And I shut down the podcast.
Holy cow.
He said more than that. He's like, get the fuck out of here.
So we all leave, and he's just sitting there. It's all on video.
Yeah.
No
so he's
way.
sitting here, and he's like, oh, okay, sorry, guys. I came in like he's never been put in this place like that, basically. Thought he was a Hollywood star. And he's like, let's reset.
Sopranos are over, yeah.
I'm sorry. Apologized to me and came back up and ended up being one of the best interviews we ever had.
He was actually really nice. He just came in as a rock star, and we were just nothing with him. It was like, no, here we're actually excited to meet you and learn about you and learn about your vodka and support you, and you don't have to be here. He brought you here, and the guy just changes. He came in that night. He signed bottles. He was fun with the people. He was actually pleasant to be around, but when that happened, my skin peeled off. I was like, get me the fuck out of here right now.
Wow.
Because I thought he was going to pop. And I'm like, get me the fuck out of here.
Because he's still just a person, when it comes down to it. It's like, I get it whenever you're a celebrity from 20 years ago,
You got killed.
You had a bit, a great, one of the best shows ever, but your niche was that you were a gay mafia guy.
You were the one that was sucking dick.
Yeah. So if it
That's all right. That's not the problem.
I think someone said it to him and it pissed him off. Like
Yeah.
you're joking around like sucking dick, and he was like, "Get all fucking mad." I was like, "We're
No,
joking."
I played the bit. I go, he's a fag.
He's a fag. Oh yeah, he's talking. He hits the button. He's a fag. I go, "Oh no, we're getting rid of this guy's probably connected, so he's gonna get us killed." Like I don't get me fucking murdered. I'm not getting killed.
That's cool that both you you said something, and also that he took it that way. That he took it.
He didn't take it. Like he could have said "fuck you" and walked out.
Yeah,
he would have
yeah,
just
yeah.
motherfucked just
No,
walked out.
he did. Because I've actually hung out with him a couple times now, and he said that he's like that gave him a lot of respect for us.
That's sick.
And he,
Sounds cool.
I think that he wanted to. You think he just does it all the time, and he can talk that way. And
Because
people
like
eat his shit.
we had midget wrestlers on one time.
Oh.
Midget wrestlers, like.
Oh,
There's a whole conference. There's like a whole league, like WWE.
Really?
Like,
So we
they're
we're-
huge.
we're-
They're everywhere.
They're one of our sponsors, and I wanted the guy to hit me with a chair. And we were all agreed about like we're gonna do this whole skit up here, like they were gonna come out and like beat the shit out of me. And he gets here, he's like, we don't feel comfortable. Like that's like kind of making us a gimmick. And I'm thinking to myself, you're midget wrestlers, you are a gimmick. Like you're.
yeah, wrestling's
yeah.
all.
They were
all
offended.
For one thing, wrestling's fake.
Yeah.
And you're midget wrestlers.
Okay, so he's saying this right to him, just verbatim. Like he's saying right to him, and the guy's just like on microphone going, He's like, yeah, you're kind
And
of
then
a
so
show.
we used to
Like
always have a question. We would ask people like, what's the
limit.
biggest animal you could beat up?
Oh, what's the biggest animal you beat me against to a midget?
And he goes, like, he goes and he's like, well, I'm an animal lover, so let's
Nice.
say, he goes,
Yeah.
let's say a T-Rex. And so I'm like, you got the same size arms? Like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
it was horrible. I'm watching him go, and I'm like, get me out of here. Where these guys are going to beat us up? And they showed up with these hot chicks, hot girl wrestlers.
Really?
Oh, my God. It was a whole fucking show. I mean,
Because if a girl's 5 foot, they consider her, so they have like all these like just shorter regular
Hot chicks.
girls. And
Yeah.
like, they were here till like fucking 3 a.m.
Drinking.
Fucking, like, they had a fucking.
You brought an entourage. You know, those are that's my favorite person that comes to an event like this that gets paid. Because Joe is very giving. So like, come on in. I'll give you a bar tab. Have some food. We'll do the show. You can promote your shit, and we'll go.
That's cool.
This motherfucker shows up with a fleet of people. Now, a person that carries a bag. All these assholes are drinking and eating.
On the tab?
They were fucking
There was like,
rocking the tab.
the referees. From
Yeah,
the show and
yeah.
everything.
They all came in to eat for free. Like you
No
motherfuckers.
way.
Oh my God! But it just didn't
Well,
say
that-
nothing. He didn't
that
say
ended up
nothing. I
being
said
good 'cause
something.
we did the ice bath challenge that night.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
like it's gonna make you that
We
much
used to
money.
do
from-
live. We do live events here. There'd be 150 people here.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So we did an ice bath challenge. We had an ice bath here, and
You ever done that?
ice bath? No.
Yeah, we sit in ice cubes.
because we
sit
do
in
it
ice-
for CrossFit, like
yeah.
you do like the polar, like a cold plunge.
Really? That's a CrossFit thing?
It's
It's
awesome.
a workout thing because it's actually supposed to be great for inflammation and stuff. Like Joe Rogan does it every morning. You do it for a couple
wow.
of minutes and.
We see who did the longest.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to be great for your health and everything. So
Really?
we did it a couple
Cells,
times,
yeah.
and I was like, fuck this. Like, so
You can't do it in the wintertime. You
so
can't do
he
it right
did
now.
it for like
Why
I
not?
don't know 2 minutes, and then so we had a kid that did it for like 4 minutes, and like people in the audience were just
No, it was
getting
longer
this,
than that, Joe.
like-
It was longer than that because this kid was in there for a minute. His dad jumped in too. His father was here. Joe Senior was here, and he did it. And it was you have to be mindset because it takes your breath away because it's a gigantic tub. You're going into your neck, so you're in ice. You're in what was it, 30-degree water?
Yeah.
So you're in it. So what it does is your body automatically goes into some kind of stress where. Like you feel like you're being suffocated, and you have to sit, and you cannot. The point is, the thing is not to get out of it. You have to keep sitting there. So you're sitting there trying to bring yourself down to reality, and it's scary. It's fucking.
But
if you're
there is
not ready,
there's
yeah.
science proof behind it. That
Oh, there is.
It's supposed to help you, especially when you get older with your inflammation, and
That's so cool. I gotta look that up.
it's huge thing. And
And it's also, yeah, I guess like if you know that it's not gonna like kill you, then
It's
you
not
can
gonna
then
kill
you
you.
can tell your body to be like, no.
yeah,
just
it's tough to
stay.
tell your body that. Like I'm done. Like he'll go like 3 minutes, like 90 seconds. I'm like, fuck this. I don't care. I'll die early. I'll die young. I'll die young.
Last time I came out of it, I came out with a vagina. 'Cause it was growing so
Well, we
straight.
did the
It just came right up. And
Well,
everything
we
was
did the
inside of me.
we did the
Nobody look.
we did the polar plunge here in Beeville for charity. We got a team
Is that in like the lake or something?
Yeah.
in the
right
river.
here.
It's in the river. They do
Oh
it
my
in
God.
January. And it was 3 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh, 3
And you-
degrees?
Yes.
The water's warmer though.
Yeah.
So, but you go in that water, you get out of that water, and it's
Everything.
the bait. It's like shrinkage so bad that it hurts.
You got to run through the crowd. Like you run in. Like I ran in. And I was like, woo, and I just dove, and you just go instant shock. And you come out of it, and you got to like run back with this gigantic ramp all the way to that door, basically in the freezing cold, into this little room that doesn't make sense because there's a bunch of weird old guys with their dicks everywhere, and you're like, I don't want to change my clothes. Well, I don't give a shit. They're just getting out of they're doing it in teams. So there's all these teams going in. So we're in a team. So our team went in. Now we're running into the room where the other team is still changing. And I'm like, get me out of this dick room. I'll just die. Like I'm just sitting. Just
Everyone
die.
has like
just
the
take
marble
me.
balls.
Yes, just take me, God. I can't go in there. I can't look at this guy's weird ass. I walked in. I was like, holy shit, just kill me right now.
When is that coming up?
Yeah, they do it in January, February.
Are you guys gonna do it?
Oh yeah.
Really?
I'm gonna die this year. This will be the year I die. I was about 30 pounds lighter last year. I gained a little bit of weight and cookies this year.
That's the
You had cookies though.
Yeah, really good cookies.
That's the thing on my shirt.
Hey, he's trying to kill me.
Are you sure?
Well, I
trying to
have
kill
the
you?
memorial on for him.
Yeah, I'll be done. I'm pretty sure if I die here, they're gonna leave me here somewhere. I'll be behind one of the walls. I'm never leaving.
What? Why can't you do an ice bath in the winter time? You said.
Oh, you can't.
Why-
Because
At least
if
you
you're
have
going from cold into cold,
It's different.
it's back in my garage there, and I can't. Like if you had it in the heated area, you
If
could
you're
probably
You
do
could
it.
jump out,
insulated
go
or
in the
something?
sun, sit in the sun, or go on a
Yeah.
warm day. Your body
Yeah.
comes back
Just
to
gotta
it.
recover
You
from
can
it.
do it if you're a psychopath. Like I'm not saying you don't do it if you're a psycho. You'll
be a
get
psychopath to do it in the
you'll
first
get away
place.
with it. You're the normal body weight. I'm not. Like I've got my body will just fucking. I'm melting. Like in the.
Yeah, but we should have
fat.
insulation.
Too hot?
We should have insulation.
No, he's perfectly no.
He has no fat on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm completely fat. Like I'm just gonna fucking.
That's what
It's called insulation. You ever see a whale, the blubber?
I think it's
Maybe
better to
I'll
be
float.
insulated.
That's a good idea. Let's
No,
jump
so
in
they
one.
keep like putting weights on you and hold you under. He keeps floating.
He won't die. He won't die. We need someone to stand. Just stand on his head.
That's when your wife will actually show up and be like, oh, I'll hold him.
I'll hold him down. That's what she wants me to go. Here, first sign here, dot here, initial here, date this. All right, bye, honey. It was good knowing you.
Sounds like she's trying to keep you alive.
She's not only for the signing of the paperwork. That doesn't everything else. So I'm looking for a younger version of me to pop up any day now. So, and once he does, I know I'm gone. Like I'm slowly but surely in my lifetime starting to slow down a little bit more. Like mentally, I feel like she's poisoning me or doing stuff, messing with my air machine when I'm sleeping at night. Like just watching my body jump. Just. I mean, she doesn't care.
Do you have an air machine? You have like
I
something
have
for
to
breathing?
because I have to just because the doctors have to do it because I have my fucking CDL driver's license. They make you. It's all Bluetooth. So if I don't use it, it will report me.
For your driver's license?
It's so fucked up. Yeah, because I have a
For a
CDL
bus
New York.
driver.
Yeah,
Bus
for
driver.
because I drive children. I had this stupid machine years ago, and I was really fat. And to get off it, you have to go through all these hoops to get off of it. But it's Bluetooth, so say I don't wear it tonight, and I wear it. It's fine if I don't wear it for a night or two. But if I don't wear it for a week, it will alert.
That's so crazy.
It'll alert my yes.
It
It's so
freaking
fucked up.
monitors
Oh, it's
your
horrible.
use of it?
It's fucking horrible.
Because it's worried about him falling asleep at
the wheel, yeah,
You know?
because I drive children. That's why.
That's
So many
I've never
rules to
thought
it.
about
Oh,
that
there's so
before.
many rules.
That's
I have to
crazy.
I go to training all year. I drive a school bus and I go to training. That's all I do. It's just you think that it's like, oh, this is like old people just gonna go and that's where they go to die. They go, I'm gonna drive a school bus and the money's ridiculous. They want to get rid of you because the money's too much. The insurance is awesome. They don't want you. They want to make
awesome.
excuses for you not to be there. And I'm like,
No, you're gonna be replaced by Tesla anyways.
oh my god, there's buttons
Like,
now. They're gonna
eventually.
push a button to drive. The kid will show up. They just put tablets on our buses, and it just directs me. My day when I started, you had to have like a piece of paper. You know where you were going. You're like
So-
driving around, didn't know where the hell I
I
was
haven't
going.
seen this guy in 10, 15 years. And so my daughter calls me, first day of school, she's in like 5th grade. And she's like screams like, Dad, the bus driver's passed the house like 5 times. I hear all these kids yelling and screaming. And she's like, I don't know what. So I was like, all right, I'll go stand at the end of the driveway to try to wave him down. And he comes up and it's him. And he doesn't see me there.
It's you?
He doesn't see, I haven't seen him in like 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So I haven't seen him in 10 years, right? So he doesn't see me standing there and he's looking at the paper and he's like shaking. And I hear a kid in the back of the bus goes, Mister, my house was the blue house back there. I knew your house was the blue house, God damn it. Jesus Christ. It's like,
it was when you don't know what you're doing. It's scary.
Well, first of all, you knew his house was the blue house.
I drove past it. Yeah, there's a bunch of buttons you got to push. You got to hit the pedals, drive the wheel thing. It was no, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. But now the technology is it just directs you. Like you don't do anything. You just get in and just fucking push
Really?
the button, and it tells you where you live. And I don't do anything. It's like I mean, we all have this in our cars now, so it's normal stuff. But it was like ancient. And when you're sitting with a paper trying to drive little Billy home, he lives in fucking in a little house that's 5 miles away, and he doesn't know where he lives. Because, hey, Billy, you know where you live? Nope.
Yeah.
What? You don't. And then
I live next to the cow farm.
oh, my favorite thing is the scene. It's a high school. Like high school. Hey, do you know where you live? How to get to your house? No. How? How? Do you live here? Yeah. You gone to school here? Yes. How do you know how to get to your house? They don't know how to do the simplest shit.
I feel like before you drive, I had like no concept of like where anything was. But then after I drove, I was like, yeah. Then I developed a sense of space. But before then, I was clueless.
It's different now because when I was a kid, you wanted to get that driver's license, get the fuck out. You got in your car and you left, and you just went in a direction and then found your way home. So then you're like, oh, now I know how to get to Auburn. Oh, I know how to get to Syracuse now.
That's
Oh,
because-
you do every well,
Yeah.
it's like I've had a pizza shop for 23 years, and it would be like, guys start delivering. Here's the map book. There you go. Good luck.
Go.
Go. Like there was no GPS or anything like that.
None.
Now it's like the kid who put in the GPS, and he's like, yeah, I'm over in Cicero right now because he put it in the road, but it was road in Cicero.
oh,
Doesn't even think twice that. Well, we're in Baldwinsville. He's like, yeah, I thought, I was a half hour away. I thought it was kind of weird for an order
no thinking.
for a $10 order of wings. It's unfortunately it's computers and everything is making us stupider and
You don't
know,
think. You just let it direct you.
Yeah.
They do everything for us. They talk
Yeah.
for us. They
How
now
old
the
are-
AI.
How old are you?
26.
Okay,
So
Yeah.
I had GPS.
so you're in the cusp.
So you had GPS.
I remember we had printed out MapQuest when we were like growing up.
Yeah.
So like.
Oh, remember
my parents
MapQuest
and
going on a
stuff.
long vacation? You had to go to what was
Yeah.
it? Who did it? U-Haul did it. U-Haul did the MapQuest. AAA did it.
Triptych.
Yeah, now you can pick up your phone. AI can write a text message for you, so I can just be like,
Yeah.
eat dick now, and it gives me like 5 ways to say it. Oh, please eat a dick now, or you should eat a dick now, or hey, guess what? Don't eat a dick now. I can just say, that one sounds better. I mean, everything's done for you now. We don't do anything anymore.
Craziest
Yeah.
thing about AI is I messed around with it actually 2 weeks ago, or before I did Funny Bone, I put in some of my bits into AI, ChatGPT, and it actually analyzes that.
Analyze them.
It'd be like, if you put the punchline here, you'll get I was like, how does AI have a sense of humor?
What happened?
It will critique it and tell you where you should.
Did you try it out like that?
Yeah, I've done it a couple times. And it will tell you how to reword it, and
How'd you find it?
You just chat GTP.
I mean, how did you find it
I've
work?
used it a couple times because it'll be like, this you should, put the emphasis on this part, not this part, and it'll be like, I see where you're going with your raw humor, so you might scare some of the crowd away. And,
Did you like the result? Did you find it like too manufactured?
no, a couple times it's been like, oh, okay, yeah, I should take out. It'll be like, you should pause here. It'll say that,
Yeah.
tell you that. I was like, how does this know comedy?
And you tried that?
Yeah.
Tried the pause?
Yeah, it makes sense after you read it, but it's kind of scary though. It's like
Yeah.
it
We're
shouldn't
being
have
replaced.
It shouldn't have a sense of humor.
Yeah. I'm worried.
Yep, we're being replaced.
I don't like it. I'm pretty anti AI in a lot of places, just because I feel like if you support it in one place, then it's going to take over everything. But
It
it's
is.
also inevitable. You got to kind of get behind it. But
Did you ever watch Terminator 3? That's what's going to happen. Have you ever seen Terminator 3?
No.
You should watch it. That's what's going to happen to all of us.
Any of the Terminators. It's like
Yes.
if it has a sense of humor, yeah, eventually it's going to realize like, we should take control of these
Yeah.
these
Oh, God.
these meat sacks. Like,
I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like
that's what it
it's
is.
gonna be like the rich people or people who have like companies and stuff trying to save money and stuff, and that's how
Yep.
they're first gonna get us.
Oh, 100%. What are you talking about? They're
yeah, they're
gonna
doing it
save-
already, probably.
They're doing it already. They're
I mean,
already.
You see Charlie in the Chocolate Factory?
Yes.
With the toothpaste?
Yes.
Toothpaste? that thing
Seriously.
that his dad works at?
I love that movie. My wife does not like that movie. I love that
A lot of
movie.
people have mixed.
No, Charlie and the Chocolate
with Johnny
Factory.
Depp.
Johnny Depp one.
Yeah, the Johnny Depp.
People
one.
have more mixed reactions. I love the first one.
Yeah, I
the second
do
one
too.
I like too.
Yeah.
You know the kid Charlie in the first one, he lives in Hamilton.
Charlie in the Willy Wonka in the fact.
Yep.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's a veterinarian in Hamilton.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
And then Charlie in the second movie, he's been in a bunch of stuff. He's in The Good Doctor. He's in I like Bates Motel. Had him.
Oh, yeah.
that was really good. It's like a spin-off of Psycho, the movie by
Yeah, yeah,
Hitchcock.
yeah, yeah.
It was really good. The series.
That
So,
was-
so what is your goal then with all this? Do you want to go more movies, or is it more like?
I'm like loving what I'm doing now, like making content every week. I would love to have that freedom. I feel like right now I used to make a lot more content on my own than I do now that I'm working like full wheel. I work like 9 to 6 every day, and so it's like hard to like get home. Like when I get home, I either want to like edit stand-up clips or like do stand-up or like play guitar or like
Yeah.
whatever. But like I don't feel like making more videos. But I think
No.
that is the direction I want to go. Or tour as a stand-up comedian, I think would be really cool. But I would love to be able to like be anywhere that I want to be. Not like because touring requires you to be in all these different places.
Exactly.
But if you like make comedy videos, you can be anywhere. So I feel like what I'm doing now is ideal. But how long? I don't know how long I can play a high schooler. And, yeah, I'm 26.
Do it as long as you want, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it as long
Just
as I can.
do it as long as you want, man. Just get out there and just hit all that trim. Don't forget it. Just don't.
Is there comedy groupies?
I don't know. I banged a lot of them on radio. They were yard pigs, though. They were disgusting.
I just got
So
a very
awesome.
lovely girlfriend 2 weeks ago, and she's
Aw.
she's been grouping me. She's been coming to my. She was here last week.
Are you in a new relationship? Are you guys?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
brand
yeah.
new.
So
First
it's
Christmas together.
Awesome. Yeah, she's going home though. She's from Michigan.
Oh, do you have to get a nice present? Do you get a nice present when
I
you just
gotta
start
think of
dating?
something.
Oh,
Two
yeah.
years-
yeah.
2
Oh,
weeks.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got
something
this.
thoughtful.
Yeah, right now you've got to be like that.
I don't know what it is gonna be yet.
It has to be something that like is from your heart. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta be like, I'm gonna miss you. Like I
Yeah,
said, here's a
I'm-
picture of me.
I'm gonna say it like that also.
Yeah, that's
Here's a picture of me as well.
See, this Christmas, mine, 12 years later, you're like, what do you want for Christmas? I want you just to be quiet. I want you to,
Well, I told my wife, I was like, buy yourself something good. So
yeah, that's what I
she
did.
bought herself some sneakers.
I just put my card down. I'm like, whatever you want, get it. And can you get me something too? Like, I want to unwrap something too. So you just pick it out. I don't care what it is, just as long
Well,
as
she's
it's,
got my gift coming too. So.
he sends shit to my house and gets me in trouble.
She hates Trump really bad. So.
She hates Trump, but she also is a big time recycling person, and you don't recycle.
Yeah.
It's over.
I like
You-
I like recycling. I hate
No,
Trump.
hey, listen. I gotta tell you, I'm not just tell you. It's not because I'm a Trumper. I'm just saying it's because I came into when we came into the voting part of this of our 12-year relationship. We've never talked about it.
Really?
We've never talked about sharing it. That's whatever's your business is your business, and I agree with that. I think that you're allowed to vote how you feel and think how you feel. And I said the same thing. So we didn't
That's
just
cool.
talk about it. So I said, let's just not talk about it. She doesn't know who I voted for to this day because I didn't tell her because it's too
Whoa,
good.
yeah.
Because she has a lot of friends on the left, which I understand and I know, and I just didn't want to.
But there's that
push,
left
but it
though.
pissed her off.
There's
Like she got.
yeah, but there's the left like that. Oh my God! Now we're gonna have to have our clits cut in concentration camps. You know.
Well, I just
that
told her.
extreme.
That's where she had a few that were extremely extreme, and I was like, I'm not gonna let anybody hurt you. I would never let anybody hurt you, and I would always stand up for you.
your
So,
clit
but
is
I
big.
just don't want to get this stupid fucking battle that the TVs and the radios and the social media made us all get into with what our opinion meant something. My opinion means something to me.
Yeah.
Her opinion means something to her.
Yeah.
And we're teaching this to our son. I said, group thinking is when we're thinking together, we're in a group thinking. We're thinking together. But I don't want him to group think. I want him to think for him. So that's why I told her, I said, you're thinking for you, I'm thinking for me, he's thinking for him. Let's just be cool with that. That's okay with it. It's okay
Yeah.
to be different.
And you gotta learn how to communicate like
Right,
your
just
Well,
talk.
that's the
thoughts
problem.
without,
That's what
like,
it was. That's what it was.
That
There
was
were-
the biggest problem that happened in the country. There was just no communication.
there's just the
It
hatred.
was like, nope. if you're
Everybody
against
hated
me,
you if you didn't believe him. Like, what do you
like,
mean?
Well,
Like,
why can't we have a conversation?
right. Like,
Yeah.
like, tell me what I'm saying. Tell me, give me the information. Like, we have a mutual friend that was really upset. And I said, you know what? Maybe you should tell me. And he did. And I'm like, I did not know that. So you're telling me something that I didn't know. And you just schooled me a little bit. So now I know. So but I didn't come in and say, you're fucking wrong.
So I'd be like,
I was like,
hey,
Yeah.
go
And
tell Tom how much you like.
oh my God. And it was just like, you just,
pull a pin on a grenade and just throw it in the room and run.
but it was never like, I'll tell you right now, it was funny because I had like little people in my bus. And
Not midgets.
no, not midgets. My kindergartners, and they all are group thinking. What group thinking was is mom and dad were voting. So they said,
Oh,
"I'm voting
in
for
kindergarten.
Well, they were talking because
Wow.
it was extreme. Like I'm telling you, this really
Yeah,
it
yeah,
flowed
yeah.
downhill. I had two little kids. You know what this little girl says? It's funny. I remember this to the day I die. She gets on the bus. She says, "Mr. Jason,
is next
Donald
year.
J. Trump is our new president." I go, "He is." Wow. And the little girl, she goes, well, my mom and dad voted for Kamala. And the little girl goes, well, you know what I think? She goes, what? She goes, screw Kamala. And I started laughing. And I go, well, first off, you're 3, and you should be saying that. But she didn't say it because she knew what she was saying. She said it because she heard it.
Right.
And she was group
right.
thinking. She was thinking with her family. And she was thinking, none of them were, I go, let me just not talk about this.
Yeah.
You guys are kids. Let's talk about Elmo and puppets and candy. I go, who wants a ring pop? I had ring pops in the back. Just like throw ring pops in the back. Like, stop talking. Can we just not get upset with
And you can excuse obviously like someone of that age for like
Yeah.
just like mimicking what they hear, but
Yeah.
like once you get to a certain age, you got to like learn how to like listen and like
you have to have an idea that we live in a world that's changing every day. And I have family members and we sit in a room together and we can all fucking swear and hate it, go after each other. But at the end of the day, we're family. And so
Yeah.
I don't agree with it. I fucking agree with it. You don't agree with me. You don't agree with it. But we're still family. I'm not mad at you. Don't be mad at me.
Yeah.
Let's get to tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a new day.
And
I
you're-
don't. You know.
You're like dealt a certain deck of cards or hand of cards when like with like whether or not your family or your partner is like this, especially your family is like the same like politics as you.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I imagine like having like a very politically like averse family from each other would be like really difficult.
Our problem wasn't that we were disagreeing with my wife. We were not disagreeing. Is that I didn't want her to get upset. So I was trying to I'm trying to put the fire out because she's fucking pissed off because of her friends are pissed off.
Yeah, 'cause of
at
the
something.
election?
Yeah, because of
After
the
the
election. And I'm
results?
like, yeah, like I don't know what you're upset about. Well, it was extreme. Like she had some extreme friends who were extremely upset, and she's a very emotional person like me, and she was just like getting mad, and I'm like, and she was mad at me, and I said, you're mad at me, but it's okay because I'm not the problem. You're mad because you're someone else did something.
Can you tell he goes to therapy?
Yeah, I do. I go to therapy every Thursday at noon.
Do you?
Every
That's
Thursday
great.
at noon. Hey,
That's
you know,
awesome.
I
We're
support
running out of time
mental.
here.
I support mental health
We're
because
running
I
out of
go.
time here,
That's
though.
awesome.
Oh, I'm
Tom,
sorry.
you have any shows coming up, or you do anything special coming up you want to
I'm
advertise?
just going to this freaking open mic every goddamn Thursday and the
You
Fun
rock.
Waffles open mic every, on
Waffles.
Sundays, and I actually don't have any shows booked.
Where they can see
very
your
soon.
media content?
I'm on Instagram at TommyC.Armstrong, on TikTok as Gary's father, and on YouTube it says Tommy Armstrong.
Awesome.
That's really awesome.
And so
Thanks.
so everyone stop out. Plan B Come Room every Thursday, sponsored by Surfside,
Surfside.
and we have lots coming, lots of interesting stuff coming. But we end every show with saying, "See you next Tuesday." Two claps.
Two claps.
See you next Tuesday.
Dude, you're awesome.
Like a phoenix, we are rising from the ashes. Average Joe's is back, baby. I've been living that jet flying, limo riding, rock star life too long, partying our asses off, making us not keep the eye on the prize. We allowed the wannabes to take a shot at our throne. No more. The Nature Boy is back. We're bringing you the best music, we're bringing you the best food, and we're taking over the comedy and podcast scene. You poked the bear, son. Now you gotta deal with the bear. You better be ready to dance with the devil, cause Dancing with the Devil is a Tuesday night for me. Come see why 2025 will be the best thing going.